Hey guys, this is JT'z-gamer, and you may have noticed my quality just dropped. Can't find my tripod. Sorry guys. I just wanted to get some more Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare stuff out, seeing how I've been playing for over a month and got like most of the stuff already. As you can see, level 10 peashooter, level 10 chomper, level 7 sunflower, level 8 cactus, level 7 all-star, level 7 engineer, level 10 scientist, and level 10 foot soldier. You can probably tell which ones are my favorite, right? Anyway, this is an all-character video, but this isn't, like, every single character. This is, like, the non-exclusive characters. Say, take the, Law P, for example. This is a Zomboss down pack exclusive. And the Fire P, which is a, level 10 character exclusive. Pretty cool, of course. Sorry, didn't mean to exit there. And also take the Centurion, for example. He is a Legend of the Lawn exclusive. So as you can see, there are a couple of exclusive characters that will not be mentioned in this video. But anyway, let's go ahead and start off with the basics. Of course, we've got our peashooter. Now, of course, as we go along, I'll give you my opinion on the character. It's a pretty good character. If you can even hear the audio right now, it's playing double music, so that's pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, he's a pretty good character, and as you can see, I dressed him up like one of those weird villains from like the Disney movies and stuff, like the creeps and stuff that act all fancy and stuff. Yeah, some of those villains, you know. Especially Frozen, except he doesn't wear a monocle and his hair isn't black. Here's, of course, the Ice Pea, which, I don't know, I customized him pretty well. I've customized each and every single one of these characters, so this isn't going to be the look that the Ice Pea starts out with, of course. This is just the look that I gave him, of course. If you are wondering, no, those are not the regular Ice Pea pods. Those are Ice Thorns, which are a bit different because they're a bit spikier. The Toxic Pea. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to give my opinion on the Ice Pea. It's a pretty good character. I don't necessarily enjoy, I mean, it does fair damage, but I don't necessarily think the ice is a good effect. I'm not good with the whole ice thing. Like, it's not my type of gameplay. Anyway, the Toxic Pea. Now, this is a really good character right here. I have to say, this is probably my favorite Pea right here. He's just a pretty good Pea. I mean, most Pea shooters can't beat this Pea. And, I mean, he's a pretty decent Pea. So, like, if there's a Pea that can beat him, I'm not sure which one it would be. I'm not very good with the Fire Pea. I'm a lot better with the Toxic Pea. Is it OP? Maybe. I'm not sure. Commando Pea. This Pea is probably my worst Pea. But it's a pretty good Pea still. I mean, the rapid fire is pretty good. Not sure if there's much splash damage, but it's really good. For starter people, I mean, especially, because this is just, like, awesome. If you like the foot soldier class, this could be a pretty good class for you. But, it does 8 damage on impact. Headshot, not really sure. Can't really give you my honest opinion on the headshots, because I've never really gotten that. However, this is a really good Pea to play in Taco Bandits. As soon as somebody gets the taco, you can just rattle them off with this class. The Agent Pea. Now, at first, I was really bad with this Pea and thought it might even be my worst Pea. But after playing it a little while, I realized it's really good. They nerfed it a while back, and I actually play better with it now that it's nerfed. Which, if you don't know what nerfed is, it basically means that they made this class a little bit less powerful. But whenever it was more powerful, I was like, man, this class is so hard to play. They nerfed it. Psst, I can play this class. and of course the Loppy. The Berry Shooter. Now, the Berry Shooter is a free character that you're going to get whenever you first get the game if you don't already have it. It came out in an update, which I think is update 1.3 for the Xbox. I'm not exactly sure, but it came out in update 1.1 for the PS3, so yeah. Plasma P. Now, this is a class that is probably worse for me than the Commando P. The Commando P is at least decent. This class, I don't know what it is. It's too tacticy for me. And I was going to edit this one, so why don't I go ahead and show you the customization screen. Yeah, you see this is how I edited them before. So, of course, tattoos. I've got the gold clown from the rare pack set, of course. Now that is, of course, a Legend of the Lawn exclusive, because there is no character for the Legend of the Lawn for the peashooter class. I figured this is the closest thing to it, so I'm going to put the exclusive stuff on this one. Oh, wait a minute, it's accessories. The P effect set and the flower power set are the... P effect is really cool, but I think the flower power is probably my least favorite set for the P. So, yeah. Anyway, it's just, for me, it's too cactus-like and flower-like. I mean, it has splash damage, unlike those classes, but it's just not a very good class for me. I think they need to, in the next update, improve the damage. Like, not for the charge-up shot. I mean, there are some people that can play this class really good, but those are probably the people that like can kill you with a future shot cactus. And they can't really do that all that well. And then, of course, we move on to the Chomper. Now, the Chomper is my favorite class. This character right here, I dressed up like the chocolate set because I don't yet have the Chomp thing. Of course, if I had the Chomp thing, I'd put all this stuff on the Chomp thing. But I don't have him yet. I have like 2 to 3 stickers on him. And I have to say, he looks pretty cool. I've heard he doesn't play very decently, but he looks cool. And, I mean, I like playing the regular Chomper for the chomping action. Like, the little bites, if you just want to chomp down on somebody, I'd suggest the Armor Chomper. This guy is only good for, like, burrowing or getting behind somebody or gooping them. Now, the Fire Chomper. This is definitely, by far, my favorite class on the, what's it called? The Chomper class. I can't believe I forgot the name of it. And I have to say, it's awesome. I mean, of course, I've got the Candy Crusher teeth, which just look awesome. And of course, like, I customized this thing, and I have to say, it looks phenomenal. I mean, even without the customization, I mean, this class just looks amazing. And it plays very well, too. If you don't necessarily like the Chomper class for chomping, all you have to do is, hey, if you play the Scientist class very well, get up close and flame them to death. That's pretty much all you gotta do with this class. Now, the Hot Rod Chomper. Now, at first I thought this was probably going to be my worst class, again, like the Agent P, but this one especially because it has 100 health. The Agent P also has 100 health, but this class right here also has 100 health. But I have to say, I actually like this class. It's really good, and I don't know, it's a pretty decent class to customize, especially the tattoos, because any tattoo you put on this class turns into shiny. So, like, it's shiny what you put on it. Like, here, take this for example. Put something that covers up its entire customization, like the zombie base. The zombie is now shiny. How awesome is that? So, as you can see, any tattoo you're going to put on this class will make it incredibly shiny, which is really good, especially for looks. So that's a looksy class, not necessarily a gameplay-wise class. Chomp, the Power Chomper. Now, this one's probably the worst class for the spray chompers. The Toxic Chomper and the Fire Chomper are really good. Really good, but this is, I mean, you have the spray, yes, that's an option, But you're better off just chomping people with it. I mean, it's an awesome class for that. And what's really cool is whichever mouth you choose, even the chocolate set, is electrified. So let's say something that looks really ridiculous is, I know something that looks totally ridiculous. Where is it? Fangs. I'm looking for the fangs. There it is. See, look, it's electrifying his gums. See, so, and then again, Count Chompula. This is probably my worst class on the Chomper class. Just because, I mean, its ability is helpful. I mean, it heals, but, the problem is it takes so long, even with the hyperdigestion. For some reason, it takes so long to digest a zombie that you don't even get a chance to activate your ability before somebody shoots you to death. So this really, for me, is the worst class. And I mean, chomping is really my thing, but if it takes so long to digest, I mean, it's really not that good. Oh, wait a minute, that's a level 10 exclusive character. That's a Zombastic exclusive character. Chester Chomper, here we go, finally. Chester Chomper, as you can see, is a Cheetos promotion. By the way, the Berry Shooter is an Aquafina promotion. He's a pretty good class, and I mean, I never use his abilities, unfortunately. Chester Weed seems a little bit too obvious, and Cheesy Goop doesn't, like, Super Sticky Goop, because this is a class that I don't like to vanquish people with the goop. That's pretty much the thing for the Cheesy Goop, is the fact that it does more damage. That's the thing for it. But Super Sticky Goop makes them more sticky, allowing you to chomp them a bit easier. So I like the Super Sticky Goop a lot better. But as you can see, you can make some pretty crazy customizations on this character, and you can also like make some seriously crazy the items. I mean, it just looks amazing. And of course that's it, because that's Chomp Thing, and I don't have Chomp Thing yet. And he's a Legend of Alon exclusive character, which I will be making videos for. Now the Sunflower. This is probably my worst, like, class, not necessarily the subclasses. As you can see, I've got the Flower Child set going here. But, I've heard that the update made him do more damage. I've never played, like, the regular Sunflower since the update. I've only been playing the Shadow Flower and the Sun Pharaoh since the update. So I don't know if the damage is increased or not, because I have not played the Sunflower class. So I wouldn't know, to be honest, but it still looks really cool. Again, a class that I need to try out again to see if they actually did more damage. Fire Flower. Now this class is actually really good for some people that are actually really bad with the Sunflower, but for me, I don't know what it is. This is probably the worst class for me. The fire damage just doesn't seem to have a very good effect, so it just doesn't seem like a very good class. Of course, speeding things up. The Power Flower. This used to be my favorite class to play on the Sunflower side. As you can see, I mean, he's got some pretty crazy customization, and, I mean, the electric effect is just really good, but, and I heard that his damage is improved, so who knows, maybe he'll topple the Shadow Flower for my favorite class on the flower side. And here you go, the Shadow Flower. This is, as I said, my favorite class on the Sunflower side. Pretty freaky customization, as you can see, that I did here. But he's the Sunflower that I think you can really play kill game for. Like, this is the one Sunflower that I really think that I can play aggressively with. I'm still very far negative with this class, like all the other Sunflowers, but I still think that it's a class that you can play very aggressively. I went back again. Mystic Flower. Of course, this is the class. This is the third and final Sunflower that is damage increased. I'm not really sure about that, but he does have a charge-up shot, which is nowhere near as good as the future cactus, even with the damage increase, because I've seen somebody play this class with the damage increase on YouTube before. The charge up shot still isn't really all that great, unfortunately. It should be. The Sun Pharaoh. Now this guy kind of has like a 3-shot, and as you can see, the Tiki Queen set, as you can see, with Squiddy and the almost alien shades with orange hands. Oh my gosh, may I say that this is one of the greatest sunflowers. I mean, I've played this class aggressively before, and let me tell you, I broke even, which, for a sunflower, I mean, for me, at least, that is really good. To break even, I mean, sure, with the sunflower, I actually one time even went positive, but breaking even's good enough for me. Now, here we go, the cactus class. Now, this is kind of in between the sunflower and the peashooter and chomper, in the fact that it's like my in-between class. Like, I like playing it. I'm kind of decent with it. But, then again, sometimes I play just as poorly with this class as I do with the sunflower class, so, you know, sometimes it's good for me, sometimes it's not. As you can see, my highest level character that isn't leveled up to the maximum level 10, and it's not the maximum is level 40, but, for the character unlocks, level 10 is the maximum, because there are no more packs after level 10. The fire cactus. Now this class I play the best with, I think, on the cactus side. It's a really good class, and I mean, with the crazy customization for the tattoos, I mean, no matter what tattoo you pick, it's always going to have this flaming effect. Not sure if you can see that flaming effect, but it looks cool. And then the ice cactus. Oh my gosh. This one's really, like, one time I went, like, super positive with it, and then the next time I went, like, 3 and 15 with it. So, yeah, this is definitely the in-between class for me. Definitely. More so than the regular cactus. The power cactus. Now, this might be my worst class. No, wait a minute. This isn't my worst class, but the worst class that I do play that isn't exclusive to a pack. It's pretty good, but, you know, sometimes I just can't play it well. Future cactus. Now, as I was saying, this class is not nerfed, so therefore the chemist should not be. If they even think about nerfing the chemist, I will go straight to EA and everybody else who made this game and be like, why are you nerfing the chemist? If you nerf him, you have to nerf the future cactus as well. Because, I mean, these classes aren't totally, like, OP, because this class takes so long to charge up, and with the chemist, you have to be, like, super close, which some people can do really well, others not so well. So, yeah. It's definitely a class that you have to play up close and personal with. And this one is more long-ranged, but it's still just as good. It also has its own downfalls. Bandit cactus, citrus cactus. Again, an Aquafina promotion, pretty good class, and I know I'm using the fancy prickles way too much, but they're just so awesome, and they make the characters look so cool. I don't know what it is, I just like them. But, one of the best, for sure, but I think I like the fire cactus a bit better. And then, of course, we move on to the zombie side again. Foot soldier class. I'm just going to give my overall review. General Supremo is probably my worst class. No, wait a minute. Arctic Trooper's my worst class, and Super Commando's my best. And it's my second favorite class on the zombie side. It's really good. But, yeah. The Engineer class. Now, my worst class. I don't know what it is. The splash damage isn't near as good as with the peashooter, at least in my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion on these characters. But I just think it's an invalid character for the splash damage. Of course, my favorite class is the Electrician. My least favorite class is the Mechanic. I don't know what it is. The Mechanic is horrible. For me. And then the Scientist class. My favorite is tied with 3 people. The Marine Biologist, Dr. Toxic, and the Chemist. The Chemist is a level up character, though, so I'm just going to say tied between Marine Biologist and Dr. Toxic. And it's my favorite class on the zombie side. I'm not good with the healers, but man, this is a really good class. And then Dr. Chester is a Cheetos promotion. And then, of course, the All-Star. You got the Cricket Star, the Goalie Star, the Hockey Star, the Rugby Star. That's not All-Star exclusive, which we're not talking about. All of these characters. And anyway, there we go, guys. That's the end of this 20-minute long video showcasing every single character. Probably shouldn't have gone that long, but, you know, if you're giving your opinions on the characters, it's going to take a while. Anyway, see you guys. This is JT'z-gamer signing out. I mean, there's still going to be plenty more Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare coming out. There's going to be gameplay on every single one of these characters, yes, including the Arctic Trooper, because that is a really popular class, even though I don't know how to play it correctly. Anyway, see you guys. This is JT'z-gamer signing out.